Hey everybody, this is Bonnie Barker with Bonnie Bay Crochet and welcome to Friday Fun Live. Yay! I'm so glad to be back home. Life on the road is wonderful, but overrated in a lot of ways. So I've been just here, there, and everywhere, and but just got back from a wonderful time in New York, Amherst. We stayed at a hotel in Amherst, which is near Buffalo, and then drove to the falls a couple days in a row. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. But let's go ahead. But let me just go ahead and talk a little bit about that. I was wanting to show you my Canadian friends. I got to go over to your side of the country, your side of the border, and we had a really fun time there as well. Still getting over a little bit of congestion, but it's getting better. I feel so much better. I sound a little worse, but I feel a lot better, if you know what I mean, with some of these bugs going around. Anyway, we just finished celebrating our 36th wedding anniversary. Yes, I got married when I was 5. No, just kidding. So it's hard to believe it's been that much time, and I just can't be more thankful for the man that I've married. He's such a great guy. But anyway, it was up until this past week. It was, if you don't count the plane landing on the tarmac in Toronto on the way to Korea, it really was the second time that we actually went to Canada to see Canada. The first time was in 1989 for our first anniversary when we lived up in the Massachusetts, Andover area, not, just about 45 minutes or so outside of Boston. So it was a very doable drive. We drove up through, got to see, where did we go? We went to Montreal in the Quebec province and drove over to Ottawa, which is the capital of the country. And that was really wonderful to see. So this was the second time, and it's been like 35 years since we've done that. And it was just delightful. We actually walked across the Rainbow Bridge, which crosses the border from the US into Canada, and so that we could see the falls from both sides. We enjoyed watching, seeing, experiencing Niagara Falls on the American side, and I had never been, so I didn't have any preconception as to what this would be like. If you've never been or would like to just see what it looks like, I do have. It was intended to be a short, but it got uploaded as a regular video. Go figure. It's less than 2 minutes, but some video footage that I took of the falls, both from the American side and from the Canada side. The Canada side, you are actually further from the falls, but you get a better expansive view. But on the American side, I mean, you're right there as the water's going over the cliff, which is really pretty special. And so we had a chance to see both. And if you have never been and would like to try to go there, let me just tell you, it's very accessible. It's not one of these crazy expensive kind of places to visit. We purposefully stayed about 20 minutes or so away from the falls just to save. You can save a ton of money on hotels by just driving 20 minutes and parking instead of, spending triple the amount of money on a hotel. For those of you who want to, try to see it, parking was much less than what it is around here in the DC area. So it was like, it was free the first evening we went because it was after 5. Parking is free. And we were able to see a lot on the American side. And then it was only like maybe $10 for the entire day as we walked across into Canada. And yeah, it was a wonderful, restful experience. And again, if you look at the video on my channel, you can see, rather than me try to explain, just the glory of it. It's phenomenal. It was really quite a nice experience, and definitely one of the things that was on my bucket list to check off, and I'm so glad I got to see that. All right. Let me go ahead. Excuse me again. Again, feeling much better. I just need some time to clear out residue. Okay, TMI there. I'm going to go ahead and say hello to Angie. Thank you for being the first in the chat today. And Brat's mom, good to see you. She's joining us from sunny and pleasant Southwest Chicago. You know, I can almost see it better without. I'm going to try without. And Wanda Gordon, so glad that you can join us. And love to craft, waving right back at you again. And Callie, good to see you. She says, hope y'all have a great week. Thank you. I hope you do too, Callie. And Alana says, good morning to everyone. All ready for some good crochet with Bonnie? I hope so. I've got some fun things to show you. A little bit of a preview of things to come in the fall and sooner. Not exactly sure if anything is coming out on Monday yet. I haven't decided. I think I have something ready to go, but not 100% on that. So I'm going to let that be a surprise either way. And Kelly says that she's listening from Tucson, but she lives in Vail. And she says, I work here at Toto 2. I have to look that up to see what that is. And she says she's crocheting one of my ear warmers. Cool. And I posted some photos of Kelly's hats recently. They aren't my designs, but they're ones that she's come up with or following other patterns, and they're gorgeous. So, excuse me again. It's on Facebook if you can take a look at that, if you want to, check that out. And Denise, it's good to have you in the chat. And DL Crisp says, good morning from Southern Oregon. It's been hot here for too long. We just got a really nice cool front come through 2 days ago. But I was sitting out on the front porch this morning. It was in the 70s here, and a little bit of a breeze. It was really, really nice. And thank you for your kindness to Hannah, Wanda, and Sandra. She says, hi, everyone from a hot Southern California. Oh, boy. And again, Hannah, thanks for being there for us, sweetheart. And Sarah says, she's watching from Lafayette, Louisiana. Ooh, I love the man Lafayette in history. That's a great name, and I imagine you guys are pretty warm there too. And Joyce says, good morning from California. And Swati, it's good to see you in the chat. She says, good morning here for a hot second before work and appointments today. Hope y'all are well. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. And give your mom a hug for us too, Swati. I hope she's doing okay. Just praying for remission for her situation and for both of you, really. And Beth, good morning to you. She says, I hope your day is as lovely as it is here in Cleveland. I think we got some of that cool weather. Yes. So we're really looking forward to that. I might actually get outside and wash my car if I feel like it later, or maybe not. I got a tub to scrub too. Got the guest coming. I promise you guys, it has just not slowed down for the last 4 weeks between preparing to travel 2 weeks in Georgia, had like 3 day, not even a week at home because everybody who came back, like me and my daughter, her husband, and her son, all sick. And guess who got to cook? and and so I was just cleaning up yesterday from all of that. And I have my son and his wife are coming to visit us. So excited about that. Tired too, but coming off of the trip. But crazy. And I'll be heading to South Carolina in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. I don't know. Hannah and I need to work out those dates, but trying to work that out so I can give Hannah a little bit of a respite. We have Jen Snow in the chat. Glad to have you here. And Phil, he says, howdy from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Boy, you sure get around. Hope that ice cream made it to Phoenix last week. Phil's one of our trucker, driver, crocheter, extraordinaire servants of all mankind. So I saw a lot of your friends out there, Phil, on the highway, and just really appreciative of all that you do. The whole world runs on the backs of truckers. And yeah, Cynthia Dalton, good morning to you, or good afternoon. She says, happy Friday, happy to be here. Love to all. Thank you, Cynthia. And Michelle from sunny, hot Montana says, get to watch since I am home from work with COVID. Oh, bummer. I suspect that that's what we had here, Michelle, although the tests that we took were negative. I just don't think they were picking up the variant. But yeah, that's the bad news. The good news is it's such a much more mild thing than it was initially. So I hope you get over this quickly. Speaking of which, all right, pardon 1 second here while I get a sip. And Red Hook is with us. She says, hope everyone is doing well and praying for those who need it. Thank you, Red Hooked. And Metro Stitchers sends greetings from Northern Virginia. Hello, neighbor, just across the Potomac from you. And Sandra, let me see. Everything got away from me. There we go. Sandra says, just finished making the item on your mannequin behind you in a forest green color. Love the drape of the yarn. Thank you, buddy. Planning to making a purple one for my daughter. And let me show you what she's talking about. This is the Mommy's Cape. It's probably a little hard to see it the way I'm sitting here, but it's made with 100% bamboo yarn. Of course, you can use any yarn you want. It's a DK weight yarn, and it's an asymmetrical poncho. It's just connected at the top. It's designed originally for a nursing mom so that she has modesty and comfort when caring for her baby, but it can also be worn for anybody. I mean, it doesn't have to be just that. And if you decided not to connect the top up here, you can just wear it as a stole, as just a big wrap. So there's a lot of things you can do. Just a large rectangular, not triangular, rectangular piece of fabric. And of course, you're only limited by your imagination as to what you can do with that. All right, let's go ahead and do an unboxing, unbagging. I got this in the mail. Let me see, yesterday. So this was an order I placed last week. I may have told you about it. There are 50 balls of yarn in here. Paintbox, of course. I'm going to open it up in just a second. But I just want to let you know, last week, the sale was phenomenal. I got this because I ordered 5 packs and 10 packs. They were on sale for 45% off. That's probably the lowest I've ever bought my yarn from them. Today, there is a link in my video description for Paintbox. Anywhere you see a link in my video description for Paintbox yarns for anything will get you here. Today, I don't know if this is going to last through tomorrow. Okay, so you're watching the rebroadcast. This may have already been passed. But as of this morning, I went on right before the live and checked the prices. If you're buying a single ball of Paintbox yarn, it's 35% off. However, if you buy 5 packs or 10 packs, and if you do any of my throws on my channel, you're going to need at least 2 10 packs. 40% off. So 40% off is still wonderful. It's not like walking into Michael's and you get one skein of yarn for 40% off. No, the whole shebang, 40% off. And if your amount that you order is over $65, which I usually do easily, it's free shipping, and it's coming direct from the UK. How they get it here so quickly is still a mystery to me. So I'm going to go ahead and carefully cut this bag so I can see. All right. Oh my. Is it really double bagged? Well, here's one. Now I remember the colors I ordered. At first what colors did I order? Oh, here's another color. I promise I'm not going to do this for all 50. I'm going to put these right over here. There's another bag. Is there more down here? Yes, another. They must have added these. Okay. And it's double bag, so I need to cut through another bag here. Didn't realize it was going to take this long. Okay, here we go. And I got this beautiful color. This is, what color are they calling this? Color number 214. Sometimes they have the names on them. Sometimes it's just a code. So we have some red. And we have some more red. Are you possibly detecting a Christmas theme here? If you are, you're not wrong. And here's some more red. Okay. And okay, so we have a lot more of these. I did order several of the champagne white color is what that's called. And more chocolate. Another red. The bag opened up in there. And some more champagne. I know this seems... Okay, now there's supposed to be some other color in here as well. You know what? They probably have another shipment coming to me. Yeah, there's another shipment that didn't come. Some more red. Some more brown. And another champagne white. Okay. Yeah, there is one. Yeah, this isn't the complete order. So I have even more coming. So yeah. So anyway, let me show you the red. Isn't this beautiful? And I do have in mind, I don't know what it's going to look like yet, but I do have in mind to work on a Christmas throw of some sort, a solid texturized Christmas throw, just needing to get the proper inspiration for what I want to do with that. So looking forward to doing that. Now I have a big mess all over my floor. And with the browns, there are two other shades of brown that did not ship with this, as well as some more champagne white color. And I've got a vision for a coffee themed throw coming. So that's all I'll say on that. But in addition to this is futuristic stuff. Okay. I do have two completed throws coming soon. One will be actually featured in the Crochet World magazine. I'm really looking forward to that. I can't say any more about it. And another that's just straight up I'm calling it my Wild Irish Throw, and that'll be coming. And that required 24 skeins of yarn, and I used this really nice olive green color. So anyway, that's a preview. Hannah's sending me some questions. She's asking, did I get Neapolitan colors? Yeah, that was close. Just missing strawberry. Actually, more, yeah, like I said, more, thinking more latte, variations on a coffee kind of a theme. Even though I'm not a coffee drinker, most people are. And she said, I thought you had gotten white, brown, and pink like Neapolitan. Yeah, nope, not this time around, sweetheart. But that's an idea. Okay, and a question she also sent: why should people try out the Paintbox yarn for people who've never tried it and maybe hesitant to buy it? At risk of sounding like a commercial, and again, like I've told you all many times before, Lovecrafts is not paying me to say anything good, bad, or other about this yarn. It's just that it is a very accessible, inexpensive acrylic yarn, and I like it. I have used hundreds of balls of yarns, and they generally tend to be knot free. There, once in a while, you're going to run into a knot. That's just the way life is. But I've had other brands, which I won't mention, but are much more popular in this country, that can sometimes be really rough on the hands, and can be really pretty knotty. Knotty, with lots of knots. And even some yarns that I designed with, that were sent to me by the manufacturer, and that were just knotty. And I just didn't appreciate that. Um, These have been the most knot free yarn I've ever used. I like that they have great sales. I can get big amounts that I need all in the same dye lot. That said, I will be careful to check to make sure that these are all part of the same dye lot. Generally they speaking, they are. So, and you can request that they be. So that's what's great about it. You don't have to get all dirty and dusty climbing all over the stair, up on the top shelves and um, on the floor in those drawers and all that stuff at Michael's and Joann's looking for just one or two more that have the same dye lot number. You can just order them online and call it done. Saves you on gas, you know, wear and tear on your car, aggravation of being disappointed, whatever. So those are my reasons, Hannah, that why I liked it. I liked it. It's just simple. It just simplifies my life. I do buy from the other stores. I do, do pick up things here and there. Um, but I just really like their sales. When you get everything 40% off for free shipping, I mean, what's not to like, right? And I love their color palette. They have a very wide color selection. And the sale that they're having today is not just on the acrylic, because I know some people hate acrylic. They also have wool. They have acrylic wool blends. They have cottons. Many of their yarns today are between 35 and 40% off, and they have varying widths. DK, they have chunky and even super chunky. And of course, that may vary, as far as the discount goes, but you can check them out online. They've got it's just a big summer sale. And as many of you probably know, summer is kind of the off season for what we do with crocheting and crafting. I'm very much aware of that by tracking the numbers on my channel. I know that once children go back to school, that the numbers go back up and people bring their hooks out. But I'm not talking about us that are watching this right now, because we crochet all year long, no matter what. Um, yeah, we're the crazies. We're the ones who are just can't put it down. But many other people, don't even give this a thought. They're having too much fun, and I get that. Getting outside, going on vacation, that's where we need to be. Um, but yeah, so this is the slow time for these stores and these companies, and I think that's another reason why they're having a big sale. This may be the biggest one they have. I don't know for sure because I don't work for them, but this could be one of the best sales that they have before the Christmas season kicks into gear. And as you know, by the time the Christmas season gets close, it's kind of late to be thinking of crafting projects, because there's just too many other great things happening to be stuck working on projects at the last minute, and you don't want that kind of stress. So that's why you always see these, Christmas in July. It's just a great time, to get out and get some of that stuff knocked out. All right. Excuse me. But thanks for that prompt, Sandra, about the mommy's cape. And Dorothy, welcome. She's joining us from Selby, South Dakota. Um, I have one of my sons is up. I think he's in Minnesota now. He's doing some traveling. It has been in the Dakotas and Minnesota area. Um, I can't say what he's doing, but but doing something really exciting with film. Um, and we have, see, Sandra Harper, hello there. And Michelle, she says, I haven't watched a live except replay since January. I missed everyone. Oh, Michelle, I'm glad you're back. I hope, your daughter and grandson are doing well. Just still thinking about you, my friend, and praying for you all. And Karen, good morning to you. And Dorothy, she says, love your top pattern available. Yes, Dorothy, this is the Bonnie Bay shell top. And I did put a playlist in the video description before we went live. It's just a list of the summer crochet items. If you click on that list, you have to scroll down a bit, but you'll see you'll see the bright pink in the list. If you can't find this specific yarn, don't sweat it. You can use any, solid yarn or I think it's a DK weight that I did. Yeah, it's a thicker DK weight instead of a fingering. It's a DK weight yarn. It's all cotton. Again, this is kind of a specialty yarn, but if you can't find that, you can use something that you have in your stash, maybe some DK cotton weight, and you can even control the striping a little bit better that way. And we have Elizabeth Young in the chat from Ohio. I was just not too far from your state a couple days ago. And Red Hook says, we went to Niagara Falls for our honeymoon 27 years ago. Well, it's still a going. Isn't that amazing? I think it's really kind of cool. In 1950, we read on some of the information. The U.S. and Canada decided to partial that whole area as national parks, never to change or to be developed into anything else. Which I'm really glad they kept it like that. It's a beautiful park. You don't have to pay to get in. It's not like one of like these touristy traps that you see in a lot of places. It's really pretty free of a lot of that, and it's just a lot of natural beauty there, which was really great. I just love that it was so accessible, and not a real pricey place to visit. Of course, if you stay in a hotel overlooking the falls, you're going to pay about 3 or 4 times what we did on our hotel. But again, if you stay like 20 minutes out and don't mind driving in, it's a very affordable getaway, even just for a quick couple of days. And that's all we did. We just did a couple 2 days away, and then came back. And Jesus Joy 7 says, hello, Hannah, Bonnie, pray all is well. Take care of yourself. Also stay hydrated. Yes, ma'am. Yep. Yep. I drink probably way too much in the way of fluids, but yeah, definitely staying hydrated. I think that does help a lot. Oh, thank you, Sandra, for caring for Hannah. And Carol says, good morning to Hannah, Bonnie, and all. Carol Beth in Oregon. Well, welcome, Carol. Thank you, Hannah, for putting in the link. And Joni says, hi, Bonnie. I caught the live. I've had eye surgery, but healing well here in Georgia. Wow. I'm so glad that you are healing well. I wonder if you had like cataract surgery, because that's something I might have to look towards in the next few years. But I hope that continues to go well for you. And Sabina says, good morning from a very hot Germany. Tomorrow we expect 34 degrees. Let's see. Let me find out what that means, because hold on one second. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So 34 Celsius is 93 degrees Fahrenheit, a little more than 93 degrees. So okay, I had to do the math a little bit, Sabina, because I'm not a Celsius person at all. But yeah, that is hot. That is hot. But that's normal. That's normal for us here during the summertime, or at least little bouts of it. Yeah, I hope you guys do well and get a cool front soon. And for those of you who've never been to where Sabina is from, in places in Europe, a lot of them don't even have air conditioning because they don't need it, quite frankly. And a lot of places you go, you can't even get ice for your drinks. They don't do ice like we Americans do. I mean, I'm addicted to ice. I even have a very special ice machine, since our refrigerator one gave up. It gave up working several years ago. I have one that sits on my counter, and I absolutely love having ice in my soda, cold drinks, whatever. But yeah, I hope you get some relief soon, Sabina. That's pretty hot. Yeah. Let's see. Things just jumped a bit. Oh, I'm gonna get back to where I was. Hold on a second. So we have Gay Richardson watching from Kingston on the Thames. Oh, in London. Oh my goodness. Well, hello to you. I know about where that is. Loved visiting London back in 2019, before mayhem broke out. Do take care. Remember walking over the wobbly bridge too. That was a lot of fun. It was after it was fixed, of course. 2019. Had a wonderful time there doing a Reformation tour with Ligonier Ministries. Highly, highly recommend them. And Lynn says, "Thank the Lord for you, Sister Bonnie." Oh, you're so sweet, Lynn, and everyone. Give Hannah Barker a great big kiss and hug from us all. I will next time I see her, which will probably be in a couple weeks. Not sure yet. We're working towards that. And Felicia says, "Good morning, sis, Bonnie, Heather, and everyone. Good morning to you, Felicia." And Carol says, "Thankful for truckers, Phil." Yes, we are, Carol. And Samantha says, "Feel blessed to be here with you all today. I always seem to miss the live on Fridays. Blessings to all from Southern West Virginia." Wow. Um, a- and let's see. We have ASMR Angel Reads as we live in Southern Maryland. Oh, that's a beautiful place. We're not too far. It's probably about an hour or more, I guess, drive away in Southern Maryland. But yeah, yeah, Maryland. If you all have never been here, is a beautiful state. We have pretty decent roads too. So, and I can say that after having driven through lots of New York, parts of it, well, I shouldn't say that. I don't want to. I mean, we had a great time driving through New York and all, but boy, some of the roads can leave a little bit to be desired. Um, and Rhode Island too. Gosh, maybe I shouldn't talk about the roads. But I do appreciate that Maryland has some really nice roads. I hope it's the same in Southern Maryland. I don't get around that part very often. Um, and Sabina says, "Yes, absolutely. Lots of water is being chilled in the fridge." Good for you, Sabina. And Kathleen says, "Greetings from Hudson Valley, New York. Thank you for prayers for grandsons. Yes, since car accident, they're doing much better. God's providence of protection, just like for President Trump, eternally grateful." Oh, amen to that. Yeah, so glad that that tragedy was averted, even though we do definitely mourn the loss of the fireman who lost his life protecting his family. My goodness. It's been quite an eventful week, hasn't it? No matter what side you are on politically, I'm not going to, delve into this too much, but, we'd never want to see what we saw on Saturday for anybody to happen anywhere for anybody. Um, and Phil says, "I have a load of grapes today to deliver tonight in Minnesota." Oh, you're my hero, Phil. I mean, I'm not in Minnesota. My son is, but grapes is part of my daily staple. That's part of my lunch, just about every day. Grapes in my Greek yogurt. It's just what I do every day. And Lynn, she says, "Hand up to Hannah. Thank the Lord for you today. Hope you're feeling wonderful. Thank you for caring for her, Lynn, for caring for my girl." Um, Denise says, "I'm a bit late, busy with work." And Lynn says, "Paintbox yarn is my favorite. Expecting some next week. Thank you, Paintbox, for your sales." Yes, 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 yes. And I still have a bunch of Paintbox yarn from the sale previous to that, but I always stock up because I always have ideas. You can't implement your ideas if you're just waiting for the yarn to get here. You know what I mean? So I like to have it stocked up. Well, let me go ahead and show you. I just want to show you something um, unrelated to yarn. When I was driving back all by myself for 2 days from Georgia, I was listening to this book on Audible. I had downloaded them. They were a while ago. So I have all three versions. This is a trilogy. This is the first of three books. And for anybody, if you've never read Jeff Shara, you're missing out. That's all I'm going to say. He is probably my favorite history writer, author, even though his books they put him in like in where novels, like where fiction is. Honestly, his stuff is super duper researched. It's history. The only reason why it's not in the history section is because he adds dialogue. He makes it into a novel, but it's all highly researched. And The Rising Tide is the beginning of World War II. And I love reading his books because he humanizes everybody. It's not like you're reading the victor's account of everything. He goes into depth, not just about the ally side of the battle, but also of the Axis powers. And one of my favorite things so far has been learning about the life of Rommel, who was the German commander, and in the African region, and he's the one who battled against Patton. So if you know some of that, but it really makes them into people, and you see the struggle. I mean, it's okay. I'm going on and on about this. I shouldn't, but he has many books. I've read the ones about World War One. There's only one about that, but anyway, this is the first in three. And it's really nice listening to the Audible because he's using voice actors who actually take on the accents of the people. And of course, it's in English, thankfully, because I wouldn't understand it otherwise. But if you're looking for something to listen to while you crochet and you're tired of watching, some of the dumb TV stuff, not all of it's dumb, but there's a lot of it out there that's, I mean, I've been watching some movies, just trying to stay with some benign kind of movies, and I've just gotten tired of them because it just doesn't stimulate the brain very much. This makes me think a whole lot more, and I can listen to this and drive, if I'm on a long drive, or I can listen to this and crochet and work up, what I need to work up instead of, watching something that's more amusement. So this is more amusement, thinking instead of non-thinking. So anyway, if you do listen to this or if you've read any of Shara's stuff, let me know. He also wrote the beginning, the first and the third books of the trilogy. Um, his dad, Michael Shara, was the one who inspired him. He wrote the story of Gettysburg, and he went back and he did the history before and after on the American Civil War. And again, those are books that I've read. We've read all of them with our family. I highly recommend them, and have interacted with him too, through mail, and have he'll autograph books and send to you. He wrote my daughter a delightful letter when we ordered a special book for her birthday, and he personalized it with a paragraph. I mean, really, really great guy. So did get to meet him once at a book signing as well. So anyway, I went on and on about that too, but again, non-paid endorsement. This is just something I love, and I know that all of us out there, we're not a bunch of one-trick ponies just doing crochet. We do other things too. So I wanted to, give you something to think about and learn something as you craft as well. Okay, let me show you some crochet again. This will be coming soon. Don't have a date exactly. This may be the one coming on Monday. I may actually hold this until August. Not sure yet. But I'm calling this the bacon scarf. It's made with some special hand-dyed yarn, but you don't have to use the hand-dyed yarn. And let me show you the basket weave on just one side. You can wear this as a scarf or as a shawl. And you can, you know, alter the sizing just depending on how much yarn you have. You don't have to use sock weight yarn. You can use any kind of yarn. But I want to thank Hannah for the name because I was finishing this up and I'm like, I don't know what to call this, Hannah. What do you think? And she's just said, it looks like bacon to me. And I'm like, that's perfect. So, and it does look like bacon. So let me go ahead and give you another look at that. I know that the camera's having a hard time with the color right now. But it's just, again, an asymmetrical scarf, but you make it big enough, it really does come out to a triangular shape. This one is much more of a triangular shape than some of the other asymmetrics that I've made. Was really, really happy with the way this came out. And the other stitching is just the wattle stitch. So it's just filler and it's trimmed with the, if you can see it, with the ribbing. And the nice thing about this is it's totally reversible. Both sides look pretty much the same. So you don't have to worry about front side, back side, or any of that. It's totally reversible. And I finished editing. I'll go ahead and show it to you on the scarf thing here. Well, let me go ahead and take it off so you can see the whole spiel. This is, I'm calling this Sun-Kissed Blueberry, and this is using some, I guess they would call it planned pooling, but it's really more random pooling. And I do explain what the yarn looks like. There's a lot of yarn like this on the market. A lot of it is hand dyed, but when you get to the pop of color that changes, we just do something a little bit different. And so you end up with this randomness. Okay. And this is using the shell. I do have another scarf. It's right back here. Hold on. I showed this to you before. So anyway, Sun-Kissed Blueberry will be coming soon. I'm hoping to roll that one out actually sooner because that's more of a summery kind of a color. But this one is already on the channel. This is much more of an asymmetrical style, and with the popcorn. So this is already on my channel. And again, using the special yarn, and wherever the yarn changed color, I would do a popcorn or a little bobble there. Okay, and this, as you can see, it's very three-dimensional. Again, this is the popcorn scarf. It's already there. All right. So just give you some fun things. And again, summery colors, but you can wear them anytime. Spring, summer. I mean, you can even use it in the wintertime to just kind of, brighten things up a bit, when things get kind of gray and dull. All right. And Teresa's Touch says, I've never used Paintbox yarn, planning to try it though. It's just another variation of it. Again, it's just another option for acrylic. And Samantha says she's never tried their yarn. Yeah, it's okay. And I also encourage people, especially when it regards to shipping and where you live, because I know there are a lot of people who watch from other parts of the world where this isn't going to be available. Use what's available in your area. And a lot of times people say, oh, I can't get this or I can't get that yarn. Use your favorite worsted weight, learn what your favorite worsted weight, DK weight, whatever weight that you're using, fingering weight. A lot of you have these available in your area. Just, buy local where you can. I definitely do that. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, and let me know. I mean, if you have a bad experience, let me know that too, because I want to know about that as well. Good, bad, the ugly. I want to know. Again, I'm not a paid representative for them. This is just my opinion. I generally to date have not, become advertisement fodder for people. If I do decide to do anything like that, it'll be because I believe in something already and I'm already using it, not because someone's going to give me a check for, for promoting something. And I have had many offers, I promise you, but I just like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna use my friends that way. We're here to talk yarn. So, and Lynn's talking with, okay, Debbie says, I'm sorry, let me try that again. Denise says they both sound yummy. Yeah. And Dorothy says she loves Paintbox. Yeah. I mean, it's just another variation. I mean, I like just about all the yarns, to be honest with you. But yeah, Paintbox is definitely my favorite when it comes to acrylic. I don't even shop for anything else anymore. It's just, yeah, I just can't beat the price or the quality combined. So they're having an ice cream. Is it ice cream flavor talk? Says, what's your favorite? Mine's Bluebell banana pudding ice cream. And Hannah says, my favorite would have to be chocolate chip cookie dough. Yum. I think I'm with you, Hannah. Yeah. Oh, that sounds good. I'll have to tell you though, Hannah, I didn't tell Hannah this. We were able to find some gelato when we were in Canada. Even though we weren't in Italy, my husband said it was okay. He said, we're in another country, so it's okay to get the gelato. And actually the gelato was very good. So we were very, very happy. And we found it near the, what do they call it? The Skylar, or, the big, looks like a spaceship needle out of Men in Black movie. That's what it looks like to me. Um, and I told my kids, I said, if I expected to see Tommy Lee Jones any time now with that thing on top. It looked like the spaceship that was in the movie. But down near the base, there was a shopping center or a hotel near there, and we were able to get some really yummy gelato. Um, okay. And Lynn says for her, she likes it because there are more sales in the quality. Absolutely. And Hannah says not free, and a little emoji there. Yep. Um, Aw, Lynn, that's so sweet. She says to Hannah, if it's the Lord's will, hope to share a cone of ice cream with you and your mom one day, hopefully. I would love to do that, Lynn. We still need to look at getting there. I'm sorry it didn't work out this year. We had considered it, but there's just so much going on with the new grandbabies, and um, trying to figure out, travel and visiting with them and everything. And Hannah's saying, I haven't tried expensive types of ice cream though, so I don't know which brand is the best. My stomach also can get bothered by too much ice cream too, so I tend to have frozen yogurt. I did not know that, Hannah. Um, and Phil says it's so much nice for yarn to come not knotty. Once it gets crocheted, it'll have knots soon enough. Yeah, definitely. Especially if you're changing colors and everything. So you just don't want to have to hide additional loose strands. That's a bother. Um, oh, thank you, Beth. She's like, don't forget the thumbs up. If you guys get a chance to do that, that would be great. And Hannah wants to know, is the yarn you just showed at DK weight? No, all the yarn. Sorry, I just saw that, Hannah. Um, all the yarn that I was showing here is the worsted weight, or number 4. But they do have, all the other types of weight as well. Again, excuse me. All right, well, let me give you a couple of just quick announcements here. I mentioned this last week, I think, but the Zoom class, How to Take Great Photos of Your Crochet, has been uploaded to the Watch channel. And again, thank those who joined the class. Everybody had great questions and excellent insight for that. And for those of you who don't know what the Watch channel is, it is a paid subscriber channel. It's hosted on Vimeo, and it's with no commercials, no spam. And when I release new designs, the PDF for the written pattern is complimentary as part of your membership. You get that. And there are many, many patterns there. I mean, if you join today and you wanted to get several of the patterns and download them, you can certainly do that. You also um, are able to partake of content that does not exist on the public channel. There are recordings of many classes that I have taught that are like 2 hours long. There are other classes that I have taught in the past that are taught more in video format rather than Zoom format. A little bit of behind the scenes things there. Um, and you get to participate in monthly Zoom classes that are offered. Again, all complimentary. There are no extra charges for any of that. So if that is something that is interesting to you, it is $7.95 a month or $79.50 for the year, which is a bit of a discount. And I just want to have a shout out to my Watch subscribers. And again, thank you. Thank you for your kind support. And this really helps me, especially through the summer seasons when all the numbers kind of take a drop. It really helps us to be able to continue to do our work, and to continue the channel, to continue to buy extra video hours for the Watch channel. Had to do that last night so that we can upload even more and more content. So anyway, there's a link in the video description if that's something that's interesting to you. Also, another link in the video description for the Pittsburgh Knit and Crochet Festival. They also have quilting there, all sorts of things, spinning, all sorts of things in addition to crochet and knit, which are the primary things there. It's going to be in Green Tree, Pennsylvania. This is an in-person conference, August 22nd, 23rd, 24th. That's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday of this year, and at the hotel. And all information, again, is in the video description. I'll be teaching 4 classes, 2 on Friday, 2 on Saturday, taking Sunday off for the Lord's Day. And I'm just really thankful that the conference is allowing me to do that. So thank you, Laura, for for giving me that freedom to do that. And so Friday in the morning, I'll be teaching Intro to Crocheting Post Cables. Friday afternoon, Crocheting Beautiful Trims and Border. This is also in the Aran style, Aran Celtic style. Saturday morning, 4 ways to crochet the traditional granny square. We're going to start from the very beginning and show you different variations for how you can make just the traditional granny square. And then the afternoon, we'll be working 3 ways to crochet braided cables. Again, that's the Celtic Aran traditional style, from really thin ones to really jumbo braids, and how that can be done. Saturday lunch at the Pittsburgh Knit and Crochet, in the main market room, there's going to be a stage, and Jennifer, Ryan, and I are going to be doing some crazy parody crochet knit parody songs. Again, this is just free. This is part of just all the different offerings that are there with the classes and whatnot, and it's not a paid thing. It's just come in. So if you have access to the market, please come. It's no fun to sing to nobody. So and again, it's not going to be one of these Grammy award-winning kind of productions. It's just going to be Jennifer, me, a guitar, and maybe a few props for a little bit of skits. But yeah, we're still working out the details, but please come and enjoy that with us if you can. I really would appreciate that. Might have some giveaways there. Not entirely sure on that just yet. I will have some small giveaways. We're working on that, but we'll see. And if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, please sign up. It's free. I'm not a spam bot. I don't give your information to anybody. I might send a letter out every week or every other week, depending on my workload and what's going on in my life. So it's not like every day you have to clear out email, maybe once a week at the most. So sign up for that. You can get to that at bonniebaycrochet.com on my website. And if you don't like it and want to get off, you just hit unsubscribe and you're gone. I don't track you down or bother you, and you don't have to worry about that. It's not like some of these other things you sign up for, then you end up on 15 other lists. I don't do that. I don't like it when people do it to me, and I don't do it to you. It's just the way I roll. All right, let me get back to some more chat here. And yes, Jesus Joy 7 says, yeah, God is good. Yes, he is. And Denise says, I crochet all year outside in warmer weather when I can. Yeah. I mean, whenever there's a down moment and I just need something to do with my hands, even if I'm not intending to work on crochet, it's just nice to have, the option, something nearby to keep my hands and my mind just kind of busy. Yeah, okay, so I'm trying to find where I am. Ooh, Kathleen says, I'm going to be in Rome. It says last week. Mediterranean cruise and plan for gelato at Trevi Fountain. So grateful. Oh yeah, there are a lot of places around there by the Trevi Fountain where you can get it. Really anywhere. But there's definitely, it's going to be crowded at the Trevi Fountain. Just know that, especially in the summer. So do take care. I would be careful, like when you carry money and stuff. Well, I won't get into all that, but We like to have things just pretty secure. So just be careful. There are lots and lots of people around by the Trevi Fountain. Archer Nay says with spicy pickle, with spicy spice, spiky, with spicy pickles, sandwiches are better when they have hot pickles on them. Okay. I'm not a pickle person, but okay. I'm reading backwards, so maybe I missed something here. And back to the ice cream discussion. Any brand Rocky Road ice cream will do as well. You guys are making me hungry. And Jesus Joy says in 7 says, have you heard there's a worldwide power shortage with the airlines and hospitals now, canceled flights and surgeries? I'm praying this gets solved quickly. Yeah, that's a Microsoft PC problem. There was an update that was faulty, apparently, or at least that's what they're telling us. So who knows? They're saying it's not a cyber hack. I'm not sure how you tell the difference. I don't know enough about that stuff, but yeah, definitely be careful. But yeah, I did see that where it canceled a lot of flights with major airlines too. So really glad I'm not flying today. We have Christina from, oh my goodness, from Venice, Italy. Oh, I'm trying not to envy you right now. I love Venice. That was probably the most magical place I've ever been on earth, Christina. What a beautiful place you live in. And back to the ice cream. I'm going backwards here. Thrifty brand peanut butter pecan ice cream. Yum. Oh, I have to tell you about my dessert we had. We went to Carrabba's in somewhere outside of Buffalo, New York. Yeah, just a regular Carrabba's. And food was wonderful as usual. And we did end up splitting a dessert. We got the vanilla ice cream with the caramel, and it was topped with cinnamon roasted pecans. I'm not a butter pecan fan, but man, that combination was out of this world. Love to craft. Oh my goodness. So if you go to Carrabba's, get the vanilla ice cream. I forget what they call it. It's like the last thing on the menu, on the dessert menu, but vanilla ice cream, caramel with the cinnamon roasted pecans. Whew, fantastic. Okay, so I'm going backwards here on the food. Turkey wrap, watermelon, and a cheese stick. This is Archer and Ace again. Because that's what you're having for lunch. Very good, very good. So Hannah asked, what are you having? Okay, I'm cooking some super healthy bagel bites. Okay. So that's where the Archer and Ace is: turkey wrap, watermelon, and a cheese stick. And that's where the pickle conversation came in. Okay, I'm getting it now, Archer and Ace. I'm slow. I'm going backwards. She says, I'm in this ugly office and eating lunch. Yeah. Okay. Maybe you need to do some yarn bombing in there, make it look really nice and pretty. And Carol says that her birthday was on Wednesday. Well, belated happy birthday. So my mom bought me yarn for On a Hill Far Away. Can't wait to get started. Yay. I hope you enjoyed this one, Carol. We put a lot of work into that one. And that was so much fun. A labor of love on that one. Oh, thank you, Michelle. She says the yarn was a gorgeous brown. Yeah, Hannah needed to move somewhere more comfortable. Oh, thank you, Jesus Joy, on the Shaw comment. I'm still going backwards here. And Jesus Joy says, when I crochet, sometimes I listen to the animated Bible, enjoy the Old Testament. Yeah, I love some of those. We had these tapes that would tell stories. It was this Bible story hour for the kids, and they were so well done with voice actors and everything. We used to drive our van. That's how I used to keep 5 kids, young kids, in their seat, using cassette tapes back in the day. For those of you who don't know what those are, you know what those are. All right. We are getting towards the end here. Let me show you one more thing. Oh, I just wanted to read this comment. Where was it? Felicia says she's addicted to ice too. I need to get me one of those portable ice machines. My ice maker is not working either. Felicia, email me. They have them on Amazon. They're, I think, under $100 or right about $100, but the ice it makes is very soft. And we have well water, so it tastes really good because it doesn't have the, the chlorine flavoring courtesy of the city. But yeah, really, really, really nice. Okay, I want to give you a project update. Ta-da-da. I am getting closer on my vest. Wanted to show you. I got both the panels done during the drive. I got the right and the left panels done. I have slip stitched the seams, and of course you see the back. I know it still looks rough. It's amazing how just putting the final touches on is really going to make it pop. But this is my vest so far. I need to do the collar, and I need to do the button bands here, here, and here. I need to find some really rockin' buttons too. And I need to do some arm trim around the edges. But that shouldn't take me too long. I'm hoping to be able to show you the finished item. This is coming this fall. This is the Colossae cabled vest. And if you wanted to, let me go ahead and do this without knocking my drink over very carefully. If you wanted to add sleeves to it, you can make the cardigan version. And let me show you what this can look like with hand-dyed, this beautiful hand-dyed yarn from Greenwood Fibers. Okay. So that is the cardigan version. And again, all you got to do is not do the sleeves and you can have a vest. So I'm really looking forward to wearing these this fall and winter. Again, it's not available yet. People are going to ask, is that available? And it's not available yet. It is coming. The videos are all done. The pattern is in the hand of the tech editor. And so I'm looking forward to that release. It's going to be a 3-week staged release. It's a 3-part video. So what I'm going to do is have part 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure how I'm going to release them yet. I'm thinking 1 per week, but to be decided. So that'll be coming soon. Yeah, and if you need a teacher or speaker for your next event, or if you know of a local event in your area where you are in need of a crochet teacher or speaker, let me know. I will be glad to, see how we can work things out. Okay, good question. Hannah sent me a question. Do you have to block when you're done? You can. I did not block this particular design. I did not feel the need to. But you can. If you're finding that it's not to the size that you want, you can definitely block that, and it can make it look nicer. I did not block. I did not block either of these. Again, this particular design, it's not as necessary. But that's always an option. You can definitely do that. Well, let me just look and make sure I haven't missed anybody. Hey, Diane, I'll say hi to you from New Jersey. And let me see if there's anybody else I'm missing. Michelle says she crochets all year too. Currently making another of your 2002 summer top using Premier cotton college sock yarn for the stretchiness. Thanks for the suggestion of using sock yarn. Not a problem. Yeah, I definitely love the sock yarn. And Angie says hi from Talbot Green, South Wales. Wow, first time catching your live. It's so hot here. 2 good days, then rain. Love your patterns. Well, thank you so much, Angela. I hope you get some cool weather. Like I was saying, I understand, you guys in Europe don't get the heat like we do in the US. We can kind of get used to it here, but it's never that pleasant. Now you guys can understand why we have air conditioning. It's a lot more prevalent here in the US. the reason I say this is I have some friends in another European country, which I won't mention, that kind of criticize the US for having air conditioning so much. And they live in an area where it never gets above like 72 degrees Fahrenheit. And when my daughter was able to explain to them what the temperature currently was when she was in this part of the world, they were like, oh my gosh, that's awful. So it's like, yeah, we get a little hotter here. I mean, that's just normal. I mean, that's just the way things are. We're not sitting at the foot of the Alps where we get the down drafts from the mountains with the snow in them. Um, it could get quite hot here, but that's just the way it is. Um, and Carol says everyone loves grapes in the hot weather. Be safe, Phil. Thank you. Yes. I'm hoping I don't miss anybody. Um, Let me go ahead and just scroll through real quick. Oh, and Michelle says she loves Jeff Shara. I have learned so much history from his books. Isn't he great? I just love a good story, and he just turns dry, dusty, what is normally, I mean, history is not boring. It never is, but people can write it in such a way that it's bleh. Shara does just the opposite. He does a lot of hard work and research, and he learns about these people. And I have just fallen in love with so many people from history um, because of his writings. The only sad part about it is you get to the back of the book and you learn these people are no longer with us. But these are real people that he's writing about. It's wonderful. I'm so glad that you can enjoy that too, Michelle. All right. Let me just scroll on down. Okay. Heard about the power outage and the trip to Rome. Enjoy your gelato, Kathleen. Oh, yum, yum. Eat some for me, please. We had it every day. Whenever we're in Italy, we would just about have it every day, especially in Rome. Yeah, you guys definitely stay cool. Well, let me go ahead. Oh, thank you, Carol. You are so kind. What a sweet comment. Um, so thankful for you. Oh my goodness. And I crochet Sonia West. Well, hello, welcome, welcome. And Love DIY, welcome, welcome. And Tammy, thank you so much for your kindness. I was going to read just a little bit to end, just with a little bit of hope. I know we don't talk about current events and stuff like that. It's not that I'm not aware, and I'm like you. I too am affected by all that's going on, both in our country and outside. Okay, I'm trying to find where I am reading from today. I wanted to read this. I just wanted to read this Psalm. It's Psalm 8, just thinking about the time, being able to see some of God's handiwork, which you see every day, but just being able to see a spectacular thing like Niagara Falls was just precious for me. And this is a psalm from David, and he writes, O Lord, our Lord, how majestic is your name in all the earth. You have set your glory above the heavens. Out of the mouth of babes and infants, you have established strength because of your foes, to still the enemy and the avenger. When I look at the heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars, which you have set in place. What is man that you are mindful of him, and the Son of Man that you care for him? Yet you have made him, that be man, a little lower than the heavenly beings, and crowned him with glory and honor. You have given him dominion over the works of your hands. You have put all things under his feet, all sheep and oxen, and also the beast of the field, the birds of the heavens and the fish of the seas, whatever passes along the paths of the seas. O Lord, our Lord, how majestic is your name in all the earth. Well, I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful weekend and week, and hope to see you here next week. God bless. Bye-bye.